so making a little progress here on the M06 chassis. I looked around, I didn't have any shocks that were short enough, so I went ahead and just used these dummy shocks that come with it. They actually put the ride height pretty close to where it needs to be. Still unsure about the front. I lowered the body mounts one hole and it sits pretty good, and it still has a fair amount of steering, so I think it'll work out. The back's still pretty low. I may actually have to raise it up a little bit if I can't get the front any lower. The only way I see to lower the front again is to start chopping at the spring, take half a coil off and see if I can bring it down, but I'm going to wait and see. I need to throw, I got a dummy battery here, little stick pack, throw that in there and see how that affects it. Still lots of stuff to do on the chassis. I got parts trees, tons of stuff left over. It's very springy. I've got this old, what is that? It's not old. What is it? The Trackstar D-Spec mini servo. I used that on something else before. It's actually a really good servo. It's nylon geared, but it works really well. Should be plenty for this little thing. No front wheel drive or anything. Alright, so here it is. I have a little bit of room to steer. I did, off camera, I got a little carried away. The servo doesn't want to turn. The wheel hexes, the 12mm hexes, I had swapped in some aluminum ones. I don't remember why when I built it, just because. But I have a bunch of old RC four-wheel drive ones. I have these two. They're, I'm sure if you can even see that. I have some narrow 12mm hexes. Back when the Trail Finder 2s first came out, they came with a set of narrow hexes, and they have a set screw in them to lock it on, and it's actually narrower than this one. I don't know where this one came from. That's a standard one. So I was able to put that on all four corners, and it gave me about 2 or 3mm narrower width, so it gives me more steering and more tuck in the rear with the camber. It's just a crawler part, but 12mm hex is universal. You can use it on anything. The issues I've run into those before with the hexes being so much narrower is some wheels, it causes the edge of the wheel to rub on like the hub of the vehicle. But on this one it didn't. It still allows them to all spin freely. We've still got a fair amount of suspension travel. Back, not so much, but it looks cool as hell, and I'm just gonna go with it. Alright guys, so threw this thing together real quick. I wanted to take it for a test drive. I'm using the old Tactic 3-channel that came with the SCX10 ready to run. I never used that, so I ran out of receivers for my Spectrum. I've got probably 8 or 9 models bound with it. I tried to use, I had an old Reedy SC550 I think, and apparently it is fried. I got it on a trade, came in a rig that I got a while ago, and I couldn't get it to work at all. So I stole the Hobby Wing Quick Run out of the farm truck in the background there. Since I don't drive the rat rods much, I snagged that because I know that's new to work. And I've got the 3000 milliamp stick pack. I don't know how much runtime we're going to get, but it's kind of just shakedown run. I want to get some footage of it drifting, see how it actually drifts being rear wheel drive only, and hopefully it looks pretty awesome. So I've got everything set up. Turn the radio on, turn the car on. We've got not a great turning radius, but looks like we got a little bit of speed, so hopefully this is entertaining. So let's get it outside before it gets dark. Alright guys, so runs and drives, I got a couple little battle scars. We'll have to touch it up with some more of the powder pigments. Yeah, it's completely uncontrollable. I don't have a whole lot of experience with drifting, and I've never had a rear wheel drive only drifter, so this is quite an experience. It really just, it seems severely overpowered. I even just barely light on the throttle, try to hold a drift through a turn, and it just immediately, once it loses grip, it just kicks donuts. It's good at that. So, I don't know. It's going to take some practice, and I need to research some techniques. But it's a fun little car, and this is a really good budget build. This kit was right around $100, maybe 120, I can't remember. I bought it around Christmas time, and I changed my mind about it 10 times, and then finally decided to build it. But it's not done. I still got some details to add and stuff to do on it. But it's a fun little drifter, donut machine anyway. Rubbed the tires a little bit on the inside because the camber is so bad. Doesn't look like we did a whole lot of damage to the inside of the body, which is good. So I'm worried about rubbing holes through the Lexan because the back is pretty low. Might could raise it up a little bit, but it looks too dang cool. And with all the weight, battery, and everything, really don't have much suspension, but it does have some. But anyway, guys, I'll cut this one off. Appreciate you watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share. Check me out on Instagram, RC Everyday. And I will see y'all in the next video. Keep it scale.